That's real. That's good. Just let it go. Let it go, man. You got to let it go. This should be better. Look at that look. Look at that look in her face. She doesn't know it yet. Right here. That. I really needed that. I really did. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel once again. My name is Brandon. I'm an acting and performance coach. We're about to look at something that was included in the poll. Didn't win. Didn't come in second. Those are coming next Friday. But we're going to check this out. This is Suis, Malade with Lara, Fabian, and Genevieve Leclerc. I had no idea how to say her last name. Genevieve is a beautiful name. That's what we're going to do. I hope you're going to enjoy this. For those of you who are watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe to the channel, like button, comment, do all the things. We're going to get right into this. This is Lara, Fabian with Genevieve, someone singing Je suis malade. Love this song. Je suis malade is the first song of hers that I ever heard. Of course, that was at the From Lara with Love tour, infamous now. But we're just going to jump into this one. That descending melody it still gets me, man. There's so much richness and depth to her voice now or recently. It just feels different. She sings these notes with more presence. Maybe that's more presence isn't right. It's not more presence necessarily, but it's more presence with less power. She doesn't have to. Does that make any sense? Let me know if that makes sense. I don't know how else to explain it. The subtlety now is off the charts. Look at her. Watch the shoulder.
Je n'ai même plus d'histoire. Je suis laide sans toi. Je suis sale sans toi. Comme une orpheline. Dans un dortoir, je n'ai plus envie de vivre ma vie. Ma vie cesse quand tu pars. Je n'ai plus de vie. Même mon lit se transforme en quai de gare. Quand tu t'en vas.
Watch your eyebrows. Right here. I wish they wouldn't cut away. I can't keep walking through. There's so much happening. Okay. One of the things that we get from theater, right? From actors, plays. One of the things that makes it an experience of catharsis is that we get to see the emotions that we feel often in our actual lives, but we're never ever able to or allowed to, or we don't feel free to express them fully. And one of the beautiful things about theater is that we put characters, fictional characters, in situations where they can express, have to, need to, are compelled to express these incredibly intense emotions with honesty and abandon, completely recklessly, and it feels amazing to us. There's something about that just appeals to the deepest parts of us because we recognize it as real, and it's when it's done properly, it's incredible. This whole second bit, I cannot. I mean, look, I could make a 30-minute video going 5 frames at a time and breaking down all of the facial expressions and the body language that's happening, that it's just breaking my heart. I hope you can see it. Right here. See it? Did you see it? Watch her chin. Right here. Right there. The subtlety. I mentioned it. She's going to cry. Oh, honey, you have some shoes to fill.
Empêché, je me suis accrochée, toi. Je suis fatiguée, je suis épuisée de faire semblant d'être heureuse. Quand ils sont là, je bois toutes les nuits.
Okay.
Mais tous les whisky.
Beautiful, beautiful
Pour
tone.
moi, le même goût.
Her vibrato is
Et tous
beautiful.
les bateaux portent ton drapeau. Mais je ne sais plus où aller.
Okay, a little more, a little more. There it is.
Je suis malade, complètement malade.
There you go, there you go, there you go.
Je verse mon sang dans ton cœur et je suis comme un oiseau mort.
Okay, okay.
Pour toi, tu n'as, je suis malade.
Okay, I have no idea who this lady is. We all know this. I've never heard her. I don't think I've ever heard her sing before. Came out again, big shoes, right? Toward the beginning, she was getting into it. I don't know. You know, you got to find a rhythm. The best ones can just hit the ground running. But I mean like the best of the best of the best. It takes a second sometimes to find that space to sort of settle in. She was there, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't big enough, especially following Fabian. You can't come in halfway. You can't come in jogging. You gotta sprint. So it took a minute. There were some very light facial expressions going on. There were some very subtle is the wrong word in this case. It wasn't really that they were subtle. It was that they were not half-hearted, but not fully committed. For a little bit of that first 2/3 of that performance that we've seen so far, I kind of had the sense that she was doing what you see a lot amongst singers in general, like models do, where they're trying to give you the emotion, but without making themselves ugly, without allowing their face to contort more than it absolutely needs to. That's not going to get it done. It's just not. But then she started to really get there, started to really express. One of my favorite things to do with people who I was working with when they were trying to perform is whenever I saw them not fully embodying an emotion, was being able to talk to them and to poke and prod at them to aid them in feeling that emotion, whether it was love or anger, lust or violence, whatever the emotion was, wherever it was supposed to sit, being able to draw that out of somebody and then watching it come to life is beautiful. Toward the end of the chorus, she really got home. But that's what I meant when I kept saying more, a little bit more, just a little bit, because she wasn't quite giving it to me. But then, like I said, around the chorus, pushing through, she really did a decent job. But she still feels a little more controlled. I don't know. There is something to be said for coming on stage with someone whom you look up to, if that's the case, or I don't know who this person is. I wish I had a little bit of background. But it doesn't feel like her space. It doesn't feel like that's her stage. Lara did exactly what you're supposed to do. She made herself small and absconded. She walked off stage gently, quietly into the dark, and has all of her focus on Genevieve, which is exactly what you're supposed to do. But still, maybe it's just because of my experience with Lara so far, how much I have of it. It still feels like Lara's stage. I'll go back a little bit, see if I can't get a little more into it this time. That's real. That's good. This is right when it starts. I love that. Beautiful. A little bit of a cry. Just let it go. Let it go, man. You gotta let it go. It's good. Singers. Oh, she's doing a beautiful job. She's doing a beautiful job. But look at the difference in their faces right now. Lara's not even singing. I'm not the only one who can see it, right? She's definitely a classically trained singer, like hardcore. One of the hardest things I had to do with some people that I had worked with was take people who were strictly classically trained, opera, like hardcore, rigorous classical training most of their life, getting them to learn to move. Like just to move, just a little bit. This posture she's holding, she's got all this emotion happening here. And it's happening and it looks real. But I think part of what's not selling it, you've heard me say it many times before, you got to put it in your body. You have to put it in your body. No one has ever been overcome with grief or anger or fear or love and not moved. Not, their feet don't move. She hasn't swayed. Nothing below her neck except for elbow to chest, back down to side, elbow, this thing, back down to side. That's it. Everything else has been stationary, stern, statuesque. It creates a sense of, I don't know how to put this. It breaks the illusion, the immersion, because it doesn't feel complete. Because if you feel like this, there's no way you can stand completely still. It's just not how we operate. That's what it is. That's what it was in the beginning that I couldn't quite put my finger on. Just didn't quite feel like it was getting there. That's it. Because she has to relax, open it up, let all of that that's happening here get down into her body. This is going to be great. See how she arched over? Shoulders up. Moving. Communicating. Oh, it's beautiful.
En écoutant ma propre voix qui chantera. Je suis malade, complètement
Look at her.
malade.
Oh.
Ma mère sortait le soir et qu'elle me laissait seule avec mon désespoir. Je suis
This should be better. This should be better. Yeah. Look at her. Moving. Moving. Look at her moving her feet. Look at that smile on Lara's face. Because she knows. She knows. Okay. Here's the thing. I saw it coming. I'm going to show you exactly the moment I saw it coming. Right there. I think that's it. This moment, okay? Because Lara's singing to her. She's looking directly in her eyes. She's talking to her. I've seen this happen on stage before. You have a performer who's not quite there, who's almost there, who has it, but isn't allowing themselves to experience it, to push it out, to let it go. Then you put someone next to them who just gives everything. I'm going to go back just a little bit more. Watch the expression on Genevieve's face the first time they cut to her here. She's not doing anything. Genevieve is simply in awe. Lara is breaking her heart. The look on her face, the timbre of her voice, the expression in her body, the way she arches her back. It's affecting Genevieve emotionally. It's pulling her in and it's welling up. All of that feeling that she was trying to project is simply manifesting inside of her. And when she goes to sing, immediately, this is the first time I've seen her sway to the rhythm of the music, I think, in the entire video. And it's unconscious. It's completely, she's losing control. Watch, just watch. Okay, wait. We gotta go back and watch Lara do this. She's giving Genevieve everything. Look at her. Already she's starting to feel it. You see how her toes are still pointed forward? Well, look at how her toes are still pointed directly forward. She's not turned to Lara. Watch what happens. She's still in classical singer mode. She's gonna cry. Look at her. I don't want to stop it again. We've heard it. But look, watch as she starts to come into chantera, right? Watch Genevieve She starts breathing heavily. She's not acting. She's not doing anything. She's just being affected by how amazing Lara is. Watch her right here. Watch her.
En écoutant ma propre
She's
voix
nodding.
qui chantera.
She starts mouth breathing.
Malade.
Then watch what happens to her eyes when she sings Malade. When she comes off the da. Watch Genevieve's eyes.
Malade.
Closed.
Complètement
Look at her. Look at Genevieve, not Lara. Look at Genevieve's face. Look at that face. 100% lost. I have a new way to explain how amazing Lara Fabian is. Genevieve's great as well. She needed this little push. I tell you, that classical training, man, it can be a real yoke, dude. Look at that look. Look at that look in her face. Look at her. Look at Genevieve. Whoa! Did you see Genevieve's mouth? Watch her when she says, watch. Right here. Boom. She just realized there's an audience there. She forgot. Watch her face. Right here. Boom. Right there. Oh yeah, there's people out there. Oops. Look, her perfect posture is gone. Her shoulders are arched. Now look at her. Oh! There's one more thing I have to point out. I know you guys are probably tired of listening to me talk. There's one more thing. I have to point this out because there's this moment when, so this is grief, right? Je suis malade. I'm sick. I'm lost without you. I'm sick without you. It's all grief. But Genevieve, completely absent of her own conscious thoughts, expresses a smile. It's subtle and you could almost miss it, but look at this smile. And it's not because of anything in the text. It's completely separate from that. What's happening here is, okay, I could be wrong, all right? But from this is what I'm seeing. What I'm seeing is an artist who's very used to always being in control, has been taught her entire professional career, control, measure everything. And here Lara completely breaks her. She just lost all sense of time and space. And then when she begins to sing, and then she hits that one big note, right? The first big note, I'll point it out. It comes out with more emotion and more intensity and more passion than she sung with the entire song. And it feels, trust me, as an artist, as someone who's been on stage, who's performed, who's created, I'm telling you, I promise, what she feels is, it's like having a volcano in your gut, and suddenly the caps burst, and you explode, and all of that pressure that you've been holding on to, all of that emotion and intensity is just released. And it not only is it not bad, it's amazing, and it feels so good. You can get addicted to that feeling. We're going to go back just a little bit. We're going to watch it happen. Watch it. That smile. I'll point it out. Mouth breathing. Oh, she's feeling everything. Here she comes. She doesn't know it yet. Right here. That smile. You can almost hear her laugh. Listen. Right there. Did you hear it? One more time. Right here. She was already smiling. She's a contestant. So she's not a professional, or she's not established, probably. We're going to go back. I want to hear it again. Now that I know that, for some reason I didn't know that, but now that I do, I got to hear this one more time. I'm serious. I can't remember the word. But after that big note, the next thing that comes out, it's not a cry. It's not desperation or sorrow or sadness that makes her voice break. She literally is holding in a laugh and a spontaneous exclamation of pure bliss and joy. Watch her. Malade. I'm telling you, friends, that feeling, when it finally happens to you, because it's something you have to, I don't know, it's a thing that you have to discover, and you can't always force it. It can't really be taught. It's a thing that has to happen. The environment can be cultivated, the situation can be staged, but at the end of the day, the person has to open up to it. They have to allow it. And that's not always something you can do consciously. You have to be ready. It's nothing short of a spiritual experience. It's so wonderful. She still has a little bit to go. There's a little bit of rigidity left. There's a little bit of that, but it was broken. That levee is broken. I don't know what she's doing now, but oh God, I do hope she kept digging. I hope she kept digging. That turned into something I didn't expect, gotta say. If you are watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you enjoyed that. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, leave me a comment in the comment section. Check the description for my social media links, different ways to support the channel, the Patreon, Discord, buy me a coffee. Everything is down there. Thank you so much for coming on this journey with me. I can't get over it. I just can't. I'm buzzing. I really needed that. I really did. Please remember, as always, to be kind to each other, and most importantly, be kind to yourself.